We moved sets about 30 feet, as you can see. Welcome to episode 6 of Baldy in the Bun, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, episode 6 of Baldy in the Bun. This isn't really tied to a specific pay-per-view like normal. This is kind of just us talking about Raw and SmackDown. We want to start doing this more often.
So, yeah. So that's what we're going to try and start doing. We didn't do last week. So we're going to do the best we can to try and do it,
As much as we can.
Yeah.
So what has been going on since Money in the Bank? Because Money in the Bank was really the last
time.
time.
Money in the Bank. Let's do what happened on Raw this week and do our show. Instead of, I don't want to backtrack 2 weeks.
Right, okay. So what did happen on Raw? What did Raw open with?
Opened up with Judgment Day minus Dirty Dom.
Minus Dirty Dom.
In the ring. They came out and they did their spiel, and then they introduced the new NXT
North American champion. He's the champion of all of North America.
And it's just funny.
It is funny.
I think it's awesome. I think he obviously I think he deserves it. I think it's great that his character went down to NXT and got the belt, and I think it's a good heel turn. It's a good heel thing to do, I think.
Right. He'll probably also lose it this Saturday at the Great American Bash. That's most likely what's going to happen. So it's him in a triple threat. It's Wesley and I believe Dragon Lee. Okay. I think that's his name. And he'll probably lose it there just because they were in Florida for a few weeks. They wanted to try to get more eyes on NXT. Whatever. Sure. So I'm fine with it. I think it was good.
I mean, it's working.
It's working.
Because the ratings for NXT are up. And, I just think it's a good thing for, all around. The one thing I don't like that they do with Dom is, it's kind of funny when he does when he starts talking and they're booing him, but it's so obvious that they're pumping in booze, and I don't know, like stuff like that.
I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
It's I don't know, it bothers me. It's like there's no need. I mean, he's getting booed enough where I don't think you need to pump in booze.
Right, I agree with you.
But that's like you said, it's like kind of ticky-tacky stuff, so, but yeah, I thought that was good.
You have the Raw notes, right? Because I do not.
I don't have notes from this week, so we're just going to go through kind of what took place.
So what was next up after the...
Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark.
That was for her match at SummerSlam, which was made official.
Right, and if she had lost,
she would have to get... I thank you, Trish, on her chest or something, or on tattoo.
Whatever.
Stupid stipulation, but
again, I'm a big. If anything comes out of this, I think I want Zoe Stark to look good. I think I don't know. I think within a year you're going to see her definitely in that upper echelon of women's wrestling. I think, you might even see her as a champion, but I just think she has that star quality about her. I think she has the look. So if anything comes out of this like Becky Trish thing, which I'm not highly invested in, I think it's, I don't know. I like both of them. I'm just not invested so much into.
This is why I think she's a perfect example of why I think there should have been a women's mid-card title or 2 women's mid-card titles before a single women's tag title.
There should be a women's mid-card title.
There should be one.
There should be a women's intercontinental championship or a women's U.S.
I think they should call it something else.
Women's mid-card championship?
Not the mid-card championship, but like, I don't know, something else. Like they're always like regional, right? Like there's the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, and then it was unified with the North American, the original North American. But it's always based off like a region, so where could you even do?
Right. But yeah, so what happened with that match? I forget what happened with that match.
What happened with that match?
I forget.
Well, I know that Becky Lynch won.
Okay, Becky Lynch won. That's again. I'm not a big fan of 3 hour long shows. So
Because I can't keep track of everything that's going on.
Not even that. It's like I'll be honest with you. It's like they put so much. Like,
I can tell you like everything that happened on SmackDown.
There's a lot of fluff. Yeah, like SmackDown, 2 hours. The old Raw, 2 hours, boom, done, and I like that. 3
It's
hours.
your best stuff.
It's hard to invest in, but yeah. So Becky Lynch won. Dominic Mysterio versus Sami Zayn. This was a great match.
That was a good match.
I mean, like me personally, I think Dom's getting better in the ring.
I think Dom is pretty good in the ring at this point, I would say. I know he's still, obviously he's not perfect, but I mean, he's good. He's good.
Oh, no. Like I said, from where he was about 2 years ago to where he is now,
It's an improvement.
A vast improvement. And you know, obviously his character is great. But yeah, you know, Dominic won. Dom won. Dirty Dom won.
That's part of his official ring name now too.
Yeah, which is cool. It's all right, you know. And that's about that. Tommaso Ciampa versus Bronson
Reed. That was fun.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know what's going on with Nakamura. Do you think he's kind of turning heel-ish?
Kind of. I think I think he doesn't like Bronson Reed. I don't know. I don't know why they're putting all them together randomly. Like Bronson, Ricochet, Nakamura, Ciampa. They're all just throwing them at each other randomly right now.
And seeing what sticks, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how it seems, at least.
You know, I like all those guys. You know, I think that Ricochet is he's getting his, you know, he's more talking on the mic now. Trying, I think, to like build his character out a little bit more.
Which is not going very well. He's not very good at promo work. That might be a little quiet. I said he's not very good at promo work.
You could be right.
I am right, because he's not.
He's not. You know, you know.
He's just not good at speaking in a way that makes me care. Like, his voice he doesn't capture any attention with how he talks. And you have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously in the ring he's good. You know,
I mean, yeah, he's
doing his thing with Logan Paul, you know, but
which is fun. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's good because it's built to this, you know. They had their moments, and now it's coming to, you know, and I like how they brought in the botch and how they made, you know, Logan Paul.
It was unprofessional.
Yeah. And you're reckless.
You're reckless.
You know, I think that's cool, you know. But yeah. So, I mean, we're getting off on a tangent here. But, let's see what else we got.
Yeah, that match was fine. I think...
Oh, no. Logan Paul and Ricochet agreed in one match. So, we kind of make sense.
We were right on it.
Yeah. Damian Priest versus Apollo Crews. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see this match.
Apollo Crews is just struggling to stay on the roster.
Yeah. You know.
He's good in the ring.
And, you know, they're building Damian. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, you know, Cruz is a good wrestler.
He is.
Yeah.
There's just no, like, character there because they don't give him anything.
Yeah. Then you had Drew McIntyre versus Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser.
But, you know, it was a good match. But again,
Raw was kind of just boring.
Yeah, it wasn't one of their best Raws.
It was just the 3 hours is really showing. Like, they have a lot of roster depth, but they're not doing anything with it right now besides what they're doing at the top, which
Oh.
is Judgment Day and Seth Rollins and what?
I was finished, and then
I was done pretty much.
Oh, we didn't mention when Logan Paul called one of the people a virgin.
Stupid virgin.
Stupid virgin. Like, I don't know. And I
We're
think
pushing what's PG. We're pushing what's PG.
Yeah.
And SmackDown. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Did it on SmackDown too.
What's that?
They did it on SmackDown
What
too.
is
They're
it?
pushing it. It wasn't Logan Paul. It was LA Knight. I'll get to it. We'll get to it.
And then Cody came out the week before he got attacked, and
He's like, Brock Lesnar, fight me again. That's what's been. If you've watched a Cody Rhodes segment in the last 2 to 3 months, you've seen this Cody Rhodes segment, and you've seen every Cody Rhodes segment because every Cody Rhodes segment has been the same since WrestleMania. It's been Brock, come fight me, or Dom, come fight me.
right.
That's what it's been. That's every Cody Rhodes segment for the last 3 months.
Right. And then the final thing was the Seth Rollins doing the contract signing against Finn Balor.
Which I'm excited for that match.
Yeah, it's a good match. Again,
That promo that Finn did was pretty good at the end, and all the Judgment Day came up.
right.
I thought that was cool.
And then Rollins got attacked, and that's basically how Judgment Day is.
And then Sami Zayn came out, and he also got attacked.
Right.
Where was Kevin Owens?
I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Join Judgment Day.
Kevin
I'm
Owens is
kidding.
part of Judgment Day.
But yeah, I mean, overall, it was an alright show. I mean, again, I'm not a big fan of the 3 hours, but that's not going to change anytime soon. So, yeah.
NXT was cool. I watched a little bit of NXT. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes are obviously fighting at the Great American Bash this weekend. I think Carmelo is going to lose, and we are going to get a big NXT Purge style call up. Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes. I think Ilya will probably stay. Wesley might get called up if he doesn't win the North American title. I think we're going to have a big shift in who's in NXT coming up. I think the Creed brothers will get called up, who are awesome. I don't know if you've seen the Creed brothers at all. No. They're cool. They're good. Like if they were going to come up, I would have them either feud with Alpha Academy or join Alpha Academy.
Okay. Is that like what's their shtick?
Well, look them up because they're like they just have a look. That's kind of their whole thing. They're the Diamond Mine. That's their name, but everyone just calls them the Creed brothers. But they're like they had this feud with I forget it's the same faction that Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov just fought. I just for some reason cannot think of the name. And they're actually off of NXT. They've been off of NXT for like a month.
Okay, I can see what you're saying with these guys.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I want to see them. I want to see, well, one, can WWE do something with Indy Hartwell? Indy Hartwell has not been doing shit. She was just in like some women's tag match, I think. But that's it. Do something. But I think we're going to get another big NXT call up. We get the rest of, we get the Braun Breaker, the Carmelo Hayes call up, the maybe Ilya Dragunov, maybe Wesley, maybe some of them, get some new people for maybe some of the mid card to face, maybe some of the higher card, maybe get Carmelo Hayes in a few higher card matches, but also Braun Breaker in some higher card matches. I'd love to see him go after a title. But yeah, I want to see them come up from NXT. That's mainly what I want from NXT right now. I want that for them to take the next step, and then now see more people from the bottom of NXT move up. That's what I want to see. I'm waiting on that next shift.
Right.
So that's pretty much where I'm coming from NXT. I'm not like a big NXT fan yet, but I'm coming into it.
I pop in every once in a while. Again, it's you know, if it, like I said, I pop in and I watch it. If it's something that's keeping me interested, I watch it. But you know, it's not something I routinely.
Can you look to see if the Great American Bash is tonight?
Yeah. I think it is.
I think it is, and it means I can't watch it, which sucks. Maybe I'll put a video up on this channel of me just reviewing the Great American Bash. The Bun Reacts.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yes, Sunday, July 30th.
So I will still not be able to see it either way. I just realized. So, whatever. But maybe the Bun Reacts will become a thing. But until then, I don't think so. Anyway, moving on to Friday Night Smackdown. Do you have the notes up or no? Oh, the computer just went. That probably looks really bad on my part.
But why did you have to do that?
Because I didn't. I just want to have it on.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm just looking at something.
You have the card.
All right. Smackdown.
I forgot how Smackdown opened. I wasn't watching. I had stuff to do last night.
Yeah,
We're busy people.
Jey Uso kicked off SmackDown.
Oh, right. We started with the Bloodline.
Yeah. Well, it always starts with the Bloodline.
It starts with the Bloodline. It ends with the Bloodline. It's all Bloodline.
Undisputed.
Yeah, some people thought that tribal combat meant that they can't touch each other before the actual match. That's not what's happening. They were fighting.
I don't even know what tribal combat is.
It's gonna be just no holds barred.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll hang the necklace.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll hang the necklace from the ceiling or something. I don't know.
Whatever. It's gonna be some kind of stipulation, but yeah. So
those are my two guesses. Either it's just a no holds bars match or it's a ladder match for the lay.
I guess Roman came out and said I made the Usos popular. It's all because
No, you didn't.
Like, my thing is, weren't the Usos around before Roman Reigns?
They were.
No,
you didn't.
You didn't.
They were hanging around. They were hanging around John Cena back before the Shield even came up.
Yeah. So, let's get your story straight there, Roman.
Yeah, they weren't even in NXT. Like, you're dumb. That's stupid.
Yeah. The Usos were popular before
Roman Reigns even existed.
Yeah,
you were still Joe.
Joe, you were the big dog. You weren't even the big dog.
You weren't even the big dog yet.
Your yard.
We didn't even know.
This is my yard.
You didn't even have a yard.
But,
you weren't even barking yet, buddy.
But, yeah, so,
I love the Bloodline so much. That's it. That's all I need to say.
So, United States Championship Invitational Final. Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar.
We never got to talk about this. We never got to talk about how LA Knight got screwed.
No, but did you hear?
What? The SummerSlam Battle Royal?
Rey Mysterio got hurt.
Oh. Like, actually hurt?
Legit hurt.
Ooh.
So
they could work that into a storyline. Turn Santos heel.
Yeah, I don't know. You can do something. I don't know who won that match.
Probably Santos.
Escobar, yeah. Via referee stoppage because Ray actually got hurt, I think.
Oof.
United States Championship Invitational.
I have a feeling it's a work.
When Rey Mysterio suffered an apparent injury that forced a referee stoppage and awarded the victory to the LWO teammate.
Apparent means it's a work.
No, but like I said, I'll look it up.
I think when they say apparent, it means
I know
fake.
what you think it means, but maybe they wrote that prior to
Maybe.
it actually. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're. We'll get into the whole.
Yeah, we'll get there. I think it's the next segment.
Rey Mysterio suffers legitimate injury on SmackDown.
Damn.
Rey Mysterio forced to drop out of U.S. title invitational finals with Santos Escobar.
So I wonder, was Santos supposed to win?
I don't know. Makes it
Probably. I don't think they would throw Rey
trying
into
to push that. Well, either way,
he'll win.
Either way, they're pushing the LWO
He's gonna win.
thing. So you think Santos Escobar is gonna win?
100%. I don't see any reason for them to keep the belt on Theory. Even if they're literally just going to put it on Santos just for LA Knight to win it.
I don't know. Maybe they have bigger plans for... We'll get to that.
People are like, he's going to win the Royal Rumble. You think they're shooting for the Royal Rumble?
All right, so now we're at the LA Knight match. LA Knight versus Ashante.
Yeah, that's the guy from Hit Row.
Yeah.
Number 1. So he comes out. I did see this live.
Okay. So I didn't see his entrance.
I did see this. So he comes. So Hit Row's out there doing their thing, and then LA what? And everyone's going insane. He comes out, and he goes to start talking, and people start chanting, yeah, 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 yeah. And so he starts talking. He goes, "Let me talk to you," and then everyone's like, "Yeah." Okay, and then so LA Knight walks up, and he's like, "Top Dollar, who's hotter than Top Dollar? A lotta, yeah." And then he goes, "I know Will Smith was a rapper. I didn't know Uncle Phil was a rapper too." And then he runs over to the ropes, and he's like, "What?" And then, so this is what I said. This is what I said. How they're pushing what's PG, and I think they're kind of starting to go back a little bit on what they were saying. So LA Knight goes, B-Fab looking at me like she got a little tingle in her wine. Oh, no. Sorry. Forgot a part. He says, New Orleans, before we were on the air, you said it was corny, but B-Fab, the way she's looking at me, she got a little tingle in her wine. She's more horny. And everyone goes, wow. And then he's like, but that's pleasure. I'm here for business, and the business is with you, Ashanti. And he's like, there's people that say they're undeniable, people that say they're inevitable, but I live it. And everybody's saying, L.A. Knight, yeah. And then L.A. Knight won the match.
Right.
After some interference from Top Dollar.
But, and, he always... he's getting pushback from Kevin Nash and some other people saying, like, he's just a Rock and...
There's only so many characters you can make.
Well, it's not even that. And it's... Yeah, there's shades of The Rock there, no doubt. And there's shades of Stone Cold there, no doubt. But...
I mean, let's be real. His signature and finisher combo is literally just basically the people's elbow and then a stunner variation, which I think is
even better.
He knows.
He's taking it and running with it. He's taking that ball and running with it.
It's just the characters work. Even now they work. In 2023, the character still works.
I just read an article where it's like they said, like, people like him because he's nostalgic and he's going back. Like, no, that's not. He's a good wrestler. Like, well, there are some people that don't think he's that great of a wrestler. I disagree.
I think he's good in the ring.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I thought
I like his promos way more, but the promos are almost more important in pro wrestling.
You'd have people that, like, to me, it's more important to have a character that people want to follow than your in-ring wrestling skills.
Right.
I mean, look, Ricochet's a fantastic wrestler, but his character development is what keeps him there. He doesn't get over. He doesn't get over because the character's not... I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, I love The Undertaker, and he's my favorite of all time. He was great, but he was limited because he was a big dude. He didn't fly around. You know what I'm saying?
What he did was impressive for his size, and he was great in the ring.
Right.
But he's not that type of.
But let's be
performer.
realistic. Why was he popular?
Because of his character.
Right. He was a cool character.
Exactly.
That's it.
And people always complain about, like, oh, it's just Stone Cold and it's just Stone Cold and The Rock. But
he's another one I didn't think was a great in-ring wrestler.
Right.
Because he was always limited because of his injuries.
Right.
You know? So it was his character.
But here's my thing. One, the fact that this is just well, let's be real. He practically is just Rock and Stone Cold mixed together.
Yes.
Like he is.
Right.
But it works, and that works because that character that he is playing is so good, and it still works now.
Right.
So my point is that there's always gonna be a next iteration of a character. Do you think The Undertaker was the first guy to come out and act like... I'm not saying he wasn't the first person to do it to the level that he did it. But you don't think there were people that had, like, stupid supernatural gimmicks before? There were. But he did it best. And I'm not saying that he's better, but I'm saying there's always going to be a next version. Just like Bray Wyatt was called the next Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
Just how, like, there's always going to be people coming up that are just like similar to the people that came before him. Just like we were calling Kevin Owens the next Stone Cold.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like,
and we're calling Eddie and Rhea the next Eddie and China. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We're always doing that. But when he does it, wait, who did I say?
You said Eddie and Rhea.
Eddie.
I don't mean to go correct you,
but no, you're good.
But yeah, like I mean,
have you seen but there's always going to be a new iteration of the character is my point, and that's always been a thing. John Cena was basically Hulk Hogan, character-wise.
Yes. Right, like that. Eat your vitamins and blah, blah, blah.
That type of character, that whole vibe.
All-American guy.
All-American man.
And you know, he was. He really was, you know, and you know, like people get so. Just enjoy it. Like, I mean, look, if you don't like LA Knight, then you don't like LA Knight.
You don't like LA Knight, you don't like LA Knight. Right. I'm not telling you have to like him, but saying you don't like him because of it, he's just an old character.
He's ripping off The Rock, and
he's not ripping off The Rock. It's a new iteration of the character with hints of Rock and hints of Stone Cold.
And it works because he's getting over, and it's working. So whatever he's doing
is working because everyone loves him.
And if he's copying The Rock, he's copying The Rock. Like, you know.
Did you know that he has the first, second, third, and fourth highest selling shirts in the WWE shop right now?
Right. I mean, there are people out there that are like, they don't think this is sustainable. Then there are people out there that think that he's getting, he's not getting pushed because he's been losing like the big matches. I'm like, no, that's building him. It's built like. Okay, and number one, you got to realize, like, when did he fight Bray Wyatt? When was that?
January.
Okay, that was in January. It's only been
6 months.
And he wasn't over during the Bray Wyatt stuff.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, so let's say he's been getting over, I'm going to say 6 months. 6 months. All right, I think that's pushing it. So he's only been probably over, realistically, for like 4 months.
5 months.
Okay, say 5. Like...
No, 4 is probably closer.
Okay, so what my point is, it's like it just started. Like it just started for him. You don't throw the belt on somebody or do it. Let it build. Let his character.
I agree with you 100%. I still think he should be winning the U.S. title at SummerSlam. I still think that's how I would have booked it if I'm booking it theoretically. I think his character has had time.
But I think no, I don't like. I think what you need to when you're gonna throw a belt on somebody, it's gotta be you gotta make sure that like, all right, is this just a flash in the pan type thing, or is this real?
He's not. Think about it. Okay, let's go back to right before Night of Champions. That's when he really started picking up, right? Mm-hmm. You look at that. How long ago was Night of Champions? We're coming up on SummerSlam. That's next week.
Right.
Like a week from today is SummerSlam.
Right.
So what I'm saying is he's been through the cycle of 2 pay-per-views coming to a third, and he still has the heat. That's sustained. in my opinion.
Right.
Going through the third cycle, he's going through the third pay-per-view cycle.
Is that it? Didn't they add like a battle royal or something to the?
Yes, they added a SummerSlam battle royal.
What does that do for the person?
I don't know. Maybe it'll be for a U.S. title shot. Maybe it'll be for I don't know.
All right, let me see if we.
Maybe it gets you a new Slim Jim sponsorship.
Maybe.
Step
into it.
Step into Slim Jim. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They would do it too.
Maybe. Oh, the other thing I don't like, it's like a double main event.
Stop doing that. WWE, please.
WWE, another thing you have to do.
Listen to us, two people that just watch their stuff, and then we're sitting on a podcast in our basement.
What?
We're just. I think it's funny that we're just addressing WWE in this video.
Another thing. Stop going to commercials during matches.
I don't mind this as much.
You're missing action. You come back and they're like, "Oh, guess what you missed?" It's like, just keep.
It's annoying.
The thing where it's like a split screen. That I don't.
I agree with you when you say it's annoying, but
I don't know. Going to a commercial during a main event match.
I don't think that's WWE controlled. Like that's USA.
Well, probably, but I'm just saying you shouldn't be going to a commercial during a main event match on.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think it makes I mean, they continue fighting, obviously, but they're not really fighting. You know what I mean? Like
right.
They're doing maybe outside. Usually they're outside the ring, and the guy's just laying there, and the wrestler's just laying there, and oh, we'll be right back.
And then Michael Cole yells, "Next."
Yeah. So I don't know. I wish they would just.
Where were we?
SummerSlam Battle Royal.
Yeah. So whatever that means.
I don't know.
Let's have it be for a U.S. title shot, but don't do it on SmackDown. What's after SummerSlam? Payback. Yeah, because we always know 3 ahead. So it goes. Why are they using these shitty pay-per-views? Can we get more interesting pay-per-views? Payback's fine. Fastlane.
No, and then there's Fastlane after that.
I know.
Fastlane.
Fastlane to what? Survivor Series? Survivor Series fucking sucks now. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Last year's Survivor Series was all right.
I agree, but I prefer. I would rather them have just a War Games pay-per-view.
Say it right.
War Games!
War Games!
I would rather them have just a War Games pay-per-view. I would rather them have I like the storytelling you can have in a normal Survivor Series match as opposed to a War Games.
War Games.
I like a War Games match, but I'd rather it be not over Survivor Series. I'd rather them be maybe have War Games in December.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I agree with you. I think that some of these pay-per-views are getting. I don't know. People love wrestling, but it's like I'd rather see the stories develop and the matches mean more than let's throw together a battle royal at SummerSlam, just to have people on the card. It's like well, we need LA Knight out there, so look, what can we do?
Battle Royal.
Battle Royal for nothing, no reason
for absolutely
whatsoever.
nothing. Make it for a U.S. title shot. Make it important.
You're really stuck on this U.S. title.
Give him the U.S. title.
Dude, there's other ways for him to get to the U.S. title. Then.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
I'm also still mad because he had the U.S. title. We had it right there. We had Theory versus LA Knight for the U.S. title, and everyone wanted that. And we had it right there.
Maybe they're going to have him go after the Intercontinental at some point.
He's on SmackDown.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Come on, dude. That shit doesn't matter.
It does matter.
They're
enforcing it to a point.
They've already had them people go back and forth.
NXT is different.
I'm not saying NXT. I'm saying they've had people from SmackDown go to Raw and Raw go to SmackDown.
When?
Rhea Ripley did it
When? Like when?
2 weeks ago.
Against who? You pulled that out of your ass. You're lying.
I was gonna say I don't know.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. I swear.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. And Shannon Beasel went over to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're allowed to because there was a tag.
They were the tag team. See, they have rules and they're following them, which I actually I like that. They're having what they're doing is Raw and NXT are crossing over because they're both on USA, and that cross promotion helps.
Well, yeah, okay, but all right. So I don't know. I think that's it. Next week,
No, we have others. Well, we had the whole LA Knight discussion that took like 5 minutes.
no, it didn't.
It was a long It was a long part.
Well, I thought it went longer than 5 minutes, but
Oh.
whatever.
But is there anything else?
Oh, what else happened last night with the?
I have to keep getting up.
Why? Why do you gotta keep getting up?
I don't want to not have it. I don't know why. It's a pet peeve. I just need to do it.
All right. Last night, Charlotte Flair teamed up with Bianca. They had a tag team match.
Against Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
It's so stupid, but it's funny.
It is so funny. You know they're both from New Jersey.
Who?
Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
Really?
I believe. So.
I'm gonna check this.
I'm pretty sure they're both from New Jersey. I know Sonya Deville is like from around here, so that's why we know that. Chelsea Green.
So stupid.
If she's from like Connecticut, I'm gonna be so mad.
She's gonna be from like Queens.
She's gonna be from like Utah.
Let's see.
Speaking of Chelsea Green, woo woo woo. Bring back Zach. Matt Cardona, please. WWE, Matt Cardona.
Yeah. She's
Please.
from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
No, she's not.
Yes.
Oh, she is Canadian. I don't know why I thought she was from New Jersey.
Embarrassing.
Someone's from New Jersey.
Embarrassing.
Someone's from New
Sonya
Jersey.
Deville is.
I know she is, but someone else
I think
is.
AJ Lee is. She's not on.
She hasn't existed for like 10 years.
But she was from New Jersey.
Who would if she came back? Who would you book her against? First main roster feud.
First
of all, who would you book?
AJ Lee. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Alexa Bliss.
That'd be a good match. See, I'd go Becky Lynch.
Why?
Why not?
I don't know.
2000s versus 2010s. That's
I'm
why.
over Becky. She's gotta win me back.
You're ridiculous.
No.
I don't think she was even on Raw last week.
Who?
Becky.
She fought.
Oh, Zoe Stark. You're not on board with this? I like this. I like what she's doing now. She doesn't need to always have a title.
I don't. I'm just. I just haven't. I'm not back into like.
Well, she'll win it at Mania. She's gonna win the title at
But
Mania.
it has nothing to do with the. I just don't like her.
And she's back to that
anymore.
character. She's back to the character.
Yeah, but it's forced.
It's not forced.
Oh my god. Okay.
It was forced when she was big time Bex. That's when it felt forced.
That was horrible. It's just.
That was horrible. I agree.
When she left to have the baby, and obviously that's and she came back. I just don't. That's it. I think.
I think you're ridiculous, personally.
I'm just not bought in, you know. And I think, look, it's all about having that leverage and having that, you know, what's working. You know what I'm saying? And she had it. She had that, and she came back. And I think she's just a step below somebody like Rhea. I think she's a step below. Like she's a step below. Like, and it took me a while to get on board with Bianca.
Oh, we didn't talk about Bailey and Shotzi.
Oh, that's a good storyline.
I like it so far. They did more stuff with it yesterday. Like she left a note in Bailey's bag. and it said like Bailey, I'm coming for you from Shotzi.
Was that yesterday? No, I thought that was last.
That was
week.
last night. No, they did. She stabbed the picture of Bailey last time. Remember, like with the scissors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Psycho Shotzi just sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just want that. That sounds fun. Like, that's a character.
Sure.
Oh, who's your favorite? Oh, the psycho chick with the green hair that was half shaved off. It was awesome.
Well, is she gonna have like?
I don't know, but there was hair on the note. There was just strands of hair.
It's cool. I think that's a cool storyline, and I like that. Shotzi's trying to.
She's trying to make a name for herself.
Coming out with the tank and.
I thought the tank was cool. I thought the tank was cool.
Was stupid, but whatever.
It was just funny. It wasn't cool. It was funny.
And the Karrion Kross thing, dude.
Karrion Kross. What are we gonna do with you? He won. He's been winning.
Nobody cares.
I think some people care.
They have been trying to push this guy for like 2 years now, and it's just
the way they're trying to push it. I will put him in actual matches. I don't want to see him fight fucking Carl Anderson.
Well, then Styles came out, but
give them a decent yeah, that's fine. That'll be good. That'll be fine with me. Put him in a match with AJ Styles, so I actually care about it.
But
put it on a pay-per-view.
I don't know, but it's and I don't like the way they're using AJ, but hey, it is what it is. That's
AJ's retiring in a few years.
4 years.
He'll retire before the 2030s. 100%.
Well, yeah, it's 7 years from now, dude.
Yeah, but he might be one of those people that just sticks around. The Undertaker was doing this shit till he was like 50.
Well, yeah. But yeah.
I mean, who else was doing this for their entire life?
Hogan.
Hunter.
Hunter was.
Randy.
Yeah, is he coming back?
Nah.
You don't think?
Not anytime soon.
Know who's rumored to be coming back?
Bray Wyatt.
We'll talk about that.
I think he said that before every pay-per-view that we've done.
It's no. That's not what.
You said it before Night of Champions.
But I didn't say rumored. I never said that. Listen, I said I hope he comes back. Now there's rumors that he's coming back. Do your homework.
I did my homework, and
I never said there's rumors that I said I hope he comes back.
I don't know about that.
Then okay, well, we can go back and look at it. Chelsea Green. New Jersey. Idiot.
Chelsea Green.
But
there have been other people talk about how they think that's funny.
I think it's funny too.
No, but I'm saying like I've seen it on like TikTok. Like other people have mentioned that and think it's funny. This guy.
What?
This guy. Anyway. Is that it? I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode. I believe it's 6 or 7. No, 6. Or 5. I don't know. Of Baldy in the Bun. We will be back next week with our SummerSlam from Detroit at Ford Field predictions. It's gonna seem like it's gonna be a long show, right? Like 4 hours.
What, SummerSlam?
Yeah.
It should be long. Yeah.
Cause wait. How many matches are there now? Like 12.
And
The Battle Royal. I think it's something like 9 or 10 matches at this point.
I was still on
Fastlane. Can we have a decent pay-per-view for? Wait. I'm trying to think. So if this is the August one, next week will be August. So August goes into September, goes into October. So Fastlane is in October, so we don't get a Hell in a Cell.
Right.
So then what's going to be November? I guess Survivor Series. I wonder if it'll be War Games.
War Games.
And then December will be, that's mystery pay-per-view of the year. What was it last year?
What?
December. After War Games. What was it? Was that Crown Jewel? Was that when they went to Saudi?
Maybe. There's 8 matches right now, including
the Battle Royal. What are we missing on there? Cody Brock, Finn Seth, Asuka Charlotte Bianca, Roman versus Jay, Ricochet Logan, Gunther Drew, Ronda Shayna. So I'm assuming there's going to be a tag match, right?
I don't know.
There's got to be.
Confirmed participants as of July 29th, LA Knight and Sheamus.
That's it. That's all.
Then let's throw some...
Let's throw Bronson Reed in there.
Yeah, right. Nakamura.
AJ Styles.
So,
Oh, that's not where AJ Styles should be, man.
December of last year.
Yeah. I want to say it was Crown Jewel. But I could be wrong.
You could be.
When did Logan fight him? Wait. No, yeah, because Extreme Rules was before. War Games.
War Games.
War Games. War Games. Or was War Games before? Because... So wait, Bray returned at Extreme Rules, and then he had a moment at Crown Jewel.
Did he?
Yeah. Remember he came out, and then they did the drones made his symbol?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And he did nothing.
I'm trying to see. Hold on a second. Crown Jewel was November.
Okay.
Then Survivor Series.
Oh, I see.
Also November.
Weird. All right. Thank you for watching Baldy in the Bum, whatever episode it was. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. We will be back here with your SummerSlam from Detroit at Ford Field predictions next week.
Late.